How y'all doing? Just checking in, just coming live, going live for y'all for a quick second. Hey guys, hey my peoples, how y'all doing? Come on in the live, let's chat about it. Let's chat on it. And remember, continue to like, share, and subscribe to my videos. If you know somebody that you think my video would help or encourage, I would just encourage you guys to do that. I don't do videos, as I said, to be shady, but I do videos to be a blessing to people or just to talk about my own life, like some experiences, because a lot of times we don't want to talk about things, so I just want to break the ice. Let's get some icebreaker. Oh God. So I know you guys see the topic that I put up there about if being able to see yourself. And if we're not able to see ourselves in wherever we are in life, whatever position we are in life, if we're not able to see ourselves, that is a problem. I want you guys to take a minute to think about it. Hey Thomas, how are you? Good to see you. So it's so important, as I said, guys, to be able to see yourself. It doesn't matter where in life you find yourself. You may be in a position where you feel like that's your worst position, the worst position you ever been in. Hey Jerome, good to see you. Long time since school days, brother. Good to see you have another baby with a wife. Congratulations. Yes, I see you guys on Facebook. I check y'all out. Congratulations. God bless. But the topic, as I said, you guys can go ahead and you guys can read that. Because I'm in a different state in my life, and if anybody, in our age group, 29 going into 30, you're kind of in that kind of a different place. You're maturing, you're growing, and there's a lot of things in your life that you feel like if it's not right, you got to change. And I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but we got to change the things in our lives that we don't like. All right, so the first point that I wanted to make, and I put an exclamation sign and as well as a question mark, and it says, good to see you. Thanks, hon. Good. Congratulations, bro. Thanks for the comment. And remember, guys, don't forget to comment on these. I want to hear you guys' perspective. I don't want to just do these videos. Hey Neil, good to see you. It's been so long. As I said, I do want to hear you guys' perspective on these topics. I really, really do. Because a lot of us, we're not growing, we're not learning, and we're wondering why we're not transitioning in life the way we need. We're having success the way we need. We're not, putting God in the position he needs, because we are literally a lot of times not learning and we're not growing. So that question I posed today, I thought about it. If I'm not able to see that I have an issue, it's a problem. It doesn't matter if other people tell me, if I say I have an anger issue, and if I'm not able to see that anger issue within myself, 1 million people can tell me I'm angry. 1 million people. But if I'm not able to see it, that's a problem. Now, some of us, we go on in life and we let that define us. We let our anger define us. We get in relationships and we use our anger as a crutch to have failed relationship, or as well as not to grow. We're not doing this here. I like to go live because I like talking about me. And there's something I realize about myself, and I have to expose myself because, as I said, my lives are not about nobody. My lives are strictly about my life and the things that God have done for me and what he's doing in me. Far from perfect, but we got to grow and we got to mature. Some of us were in the same place we was 5-10 years ago. And for what? There's no reason for that, because we won't grow. We won't approach the process of growth because we are so afraid of what growth will do to us. And I'm going to share a couple things with you guys, because I can use an example about growth for me, where I know that to grow, honestly, for us, Alexis Moon, for me, when I realized that things affect me, one day I went to Bible study and I shared this with a couple of my friends, but Pastor was doing a topic, and I've been bringing up this book a lot in my lives. If you guys have been watching my lives, I've been bringing up this book. It's called Emotionally Healthy Spirituality, okay? All right, more than 500,000 solid emotionally healthy spirituality, okay? So that is the book. But I went to Bible study that particular Wednesday, and when I went, Pastor started doing the first chapter with us. And when we got, going over the first chapter, we got, through it and everything, there was questionnaires that there were some questionnaires that went with it. And automatically, as soon as the questionnaire started, I got super emotional. And I was wondering where, in myself at first, I was trying to figure out, why am I feeling so overwhelmed? Like, I got so overwhelmed. It was ridiculous. Okay? And that shows you that sometimes you carry things and you don't deal with them. Let me see if I can find one of these questions so I can just give you guys a quick example, because it was not that hard. It wasn't anything that, I haven't been asked before in life. It wasn't anything that I haven't heard before. But sometimes where you are in your life is different than where you were before. Things hit you a little different. Things sting you a little different. It's a little change. It's a little subtle difference in your life when you get older. And I don't know about anybody else, but I do not want to be that 30-year-old person that is immature and is not growing. I don't want to use excuses to say this is the reason this relationship didn't work, because I got an issue here and I got an issue there. If there's an issue in a relationship, or if there's an issue in a friendship or anything, you got to work on it. Why do we live a life thinking that things are going to fall off the tree? I did a live a couple weeks ago, and it was about doing things on purpose. You are never going to be successful if you don't do things on purpose. And I use an example. Let's use a doctor example again. If you say you want to be a doctor, sweetie, you're not going to just get up and go to the hospital one day randomly, but you're going to go in Dollar Tree, or you're going to go in Walmart, or you're going to go in Family Dollar and buy you a scrub and put on and go get you some, knockoff tools and say you're going to go ahead and perform surgery. It is impossible. And you will get penalized for that, because you're not trained, or neither are you prepared for that job. A lot of us, we jump into the jobs and we just act like, we can do it. We're so confident in everything. But a lot of us, we put no work in to be better on our craft. We don't put the work in our relationships. If you're in a marriage, and obviously a lot of us, we made mistakes with marriages or relationships or friendships, and you learn from that. This is not a throw the stone thing, because we all got a glass house somewhere, or we all got skeletons in the closet. That's a better, phrase that a lot of people like to use. We got something in the closet that we don't necessarily want the world to know. But you got to be honest with yourself. And if we are not honest with ourselves, we will forever stay in the position we are. If we're not honest with ourselves, people's words will consistently hurt you when they talk about you. And let me tell you something. I have been the topic of conversations for a lot of people that join my live. And I let y'all know, if you want to talk, come see me. Period. And this is the thing. A lot of us, we talk about relationships. We talk about friendships. But if you see a friend or somebody that you say you so-called care and love, because a lot of us, we run around and throw the love word out. Not because you're my family doesn't mean you love me. Okay? A lot of us, we got to be able to see ourselves. We like to point out the flaws in other people. We're so concerned about what other people are doing. You're concerned about your brother. You're concerned about your sister, but you won't pick up the phone and call them. You're concerned, ain't you? We got to keep it real. A lot of us, we sit around, we're not real. We're not real. And don't get me wrong, when I say keep it real, I'm not talking about you got to open up all your business to tell other folks that does not have your best interest. That is not what I'm talking about. If I'm not vibing with you spiritually in God, and I'm not vibing with you on a friendship level, I'm not telling you my business, because you're not trustworthy. But for those people who know there are trustworthy people around, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable to be open and without people throwing you under the bus. It's one thing to talk about a topic, or to conversate about a topic behind somebody's back if you trying to figure out a solution, how you can help your brother, how you can help your sister. But it's another thing to have a topic of conversation where you do not intend on assisting or helping these people. Some of us, we like to talk. I'm a talker. I like to talk. I would admit that. It's my personality, because God made me to be a talker. But doesn't mean I'm going to run around every day and talk about all these things and just blob my mouth all day long. I'm not doing that. People want to call me while I'm on live all the time. I tell y'all how that go. Tell y'all how that go. I'm telling you guys. I never can get no peace when I'm trying to do what I got to do. I'm telling you. I am telling you guys. But let me cut these people off so I can continue my live, because I need to finish my live. But anyways, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, somebody was calling me while I was doing this live. But yeah. So the other question in my little topic or question that I ask, is, when we gonna grow, like, there come a point where we gotta grow. I mean, are we growing? I've been in a position I felt like I wasn't growing, and I'm not growing. And it's not because of anybody else. We love to sit back and blame people why we don't grow. Stop it. The pastor didn't stop you from growing. The brothers and sisters at church didn't stop you from growing. You stop you from growing. Because when you have your eyes on God, people might be a distraction at times. I get it. People can hurt you at times. I get it. But we are sitting here giving excuses of why we're not where we need to be, and it's because of you. Take the responsibility, work on yourself, and then let's move on in a relationship. Why are we living in such a microwavable generation? I keep talking about this. People I met, let's use an example. Men. So many men today, as soon as they meet you, they just want to jump to this, jump to that. What is that? You don't feel like you have to put no work in for that woman you want to be with so bad. That means that's not a woman for you. Because if you got to get her so easy, that means anything easy ain't always good. Stop rushing everything. Stop forcing issues. Stop sitting there pondering upon things that are unnecessary. Work on yourself. Examine yourself, as the word says. We got to examine ourselves. Each person got to give out, you know what I'm saying? Their own self-examination. If you are concerned about me more than you're concerned about yourself, baby girl, that's an issue. How you say you love me, but you gather in cliques to talk about people? No, you don't love nobody. Stop lying. Now, if we say we love people, and we love our sisters and we love our brothers, and you see something is wrong, wouldn't you talk to them and say, you know what? Let me pull you aside from the crowd. Let me pull you aside from everybody else, because I honestly love you. And I want to ask you, are you okay? Some people, they're on the verge of suicide all the time. And because they don't trust the people they're around, they prefer to go jump off in a ditch. It's very sad. I never want to be the person in life where people I'm surrounded with feel like they can't ever talk to me. And I might be an aggressive personality. Anybody that knows me, my friends, I'm very aggressive. And I don't mean to be mean or anything. I'm just very loud and aggressive. Not in a senseless manner. Not in a relentless manner. Not in a manner that I can't pull back or understand when it's a moment to shut up, zip it up, and sit down. I know when is that time. But I'm very passionate about the things that I've experienced, and I know for a fact. I am not going to sit back in my life at 29 and allow certain things in my life at this age when I know I can't go back to 21. Some of us, we can't go back to 21, but we still living like we're 21. We're looking for the 21-year-old young man and woman and, the 21-year-old mindset. No, man. No, man. No. If it does not change, it ain't going to work. If we don't mature, and guys, I don't use this to talk about intimate relationships. Let's talk about our intimate relationship with God. I use that relationship as an example. A lot of us, we claim we love God. Oh, God. We repping God every day. I don't go to church, but I listen to Jesus and I listen to the preaching. Listen, ain't nobody here for that. If you say you love somebody, you are going to do what it takes to get close to that person. Whether it's God, whether it's your friend, whether it's your sister, your brother, your wife, your husband, you're going to put the work in. Stop expecting people to give you handouts, or stop expecting to be on platforms that you did not put the work to. Stop it. Microwave generation, y'all are who I'm talking to. Stop it. Life doesn't work like that. Life is a journey. Hop on the bandwagon and learn some things. Yeah, you might not learn everything when you're young. Yeah, we might make some mistakes. Yeah, we might be a fool when we was young. Yes, we might be silly. Some of us women, we don't want to speak about it. But you give your body up to many men. Not because you didn't love yourself, but because you wanted to be loved. Why we can't be honest? Why we got to lie about this thing? All right, I don't know about anybody else, but in my life, the lies got to stop. I'm encouraging somebody today that freedom comes with being honest, first of all. Everybody, you know, a lot of time people talk about the 12-step program. They talk about the first step is admitting. I feel like the first step to anything in life, spiritually, physically, is admitting. I like to eat a lot of junk food. Let me admit that. So if I'm going to be losing weight, I need to admit that this is an issue so I can work on that issue. I can go get the proper diet and I can go get the proper help I need. A lot of us, and I'm going to go on with this live because I don't do lives just to do live, guys. I don't do meaningless live. I don't do lives to entertain y'all. I'm not here for y'all. I am here for you if this is something that it affected you in your life and you know in your life that what I'm saying, you know, I can be an encouragement, but all I always wanted to be is somebody that can actually be honest and keep it 100 and tell people also, don't give up on God. It doesn't matter how low you go. Don't give up, because when people fail you, he never will. Hey, Shantae, Sharice, Loader, good to see you. And everybody else on this line. Nadine, Joseph, good to see you guys. There comes a point we got to start taking those lessons, sucking them in, placing it in our hearts, simmering on it. But I do understand that when you get to a place in your life where you become comfortable and stuck, and to come back over here, a place of productivity is very hard. This process from here to here, it seems so small, right? Seems so small, but it's like the biggest transition ever. It's like if people, you are used to living with a husband or a wife for years, and now you guys are not together anymore, and you live on your own. It seems simple to move from one, you know, house to the other, but that process from there to here is so deep. And a lot of us, I would say it's a lifelong process. That's why God said he never will give up on us, because he knows as long as we live, he'll be here. He'll be in our life if we welcome him in. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. I'm just sitting here trying to get myself together. Everybody want to, you know, hit me up while I'm doing live. Sorry about the cutouts, guys. But yeah, you know, guys, I'm as I said, thank you, Shante, for sharing my video. For the rest of you guys, if you want to share my video, follow me on YouTube at Anique Shaw, Anique. I just created a YouTube channel not too long ago, and I do post these same contents on there as well. But I do want to encourage you guys. Look in your life, examine yourself. Stop throwing rocks when you are a glass house. Stop it. All of us have done it. We have done wrong. We're going to admit to that and move on. Some of us, we steady living in the past. Some of us, we holding people in contempt. Some of us, why are we doing these things? Are we Jesus Christ or Jesus Christ's secretary? Why are we doing these things to each other? We literally got to take a step back. Examine ourselves. See that we are flawed too. Look at your brother and your sister and see that, dang, they're flawed too. But they come in. They're not giving up. Instead of tearing them down in cliques and groups, you build them up. Instead of seeing them and laughing in their face every day, pretending to care. That's the thing, guys. I know a lot of times we can say things and our word is not our bond. But I try now, especially now at this age, to really not promise anything to people. I really try to follow and honor my word, because your word is everything. And you know, a lot of people don't care about that no more. You know, a lot of people don't care about being a little bit more. Like if you say you're going to do something and you know you're not going to do it, you're going to deliberately tell somebody you're not doing it. You're just not going to do it. Like, your word is everything. You're not trusted because of the words you speak. You're not trusted because of the words you speak. You're not trusted because of the words you speak. And PSS people still calling me on here. I don't know why they're still calling me. I'm ignoring all the calls right now. If you're calling me, I will not ignore you because I am on live. Thank you. But I do want to encourage you guys. I want to encourage you guys. Look at yourself. Look at yourself first before you look at other people. And also, make it an important thing to work on yourself. I want to work on me. I want to admit. I want to be honest. But my issue is I don't trust everybody. And a lot of people close to me I don't trust either, because I observe a lot of things with people. And it takes years for me to even get close to people. Many years. So when I open up to people, that's an opportunity to see what they're going to do with that information. If you want to fail other people, you want to roll around and tell people secrets, that's your business. That's your repetition. That's on you. But we have to start growing. This fakeness, this fraudulent behavior we have in this world, we live in the world, social media, we live in the world, celebrity, everything is fake. Nothing is real no more. If you're not careful, you get sucked up in that fast life. Half this stuff ain't real. He on to the next woman today. He on to the next man tomorrow. He got a girlfriend next week. He got a man next week. Like, it's an ongoing thing. We're living in a world that a lot of things are not really foundational. People don't have a foundation. They hop on things just because their friend doing it. Just because somebody say it. Just because it's on social media. It doesn't have a meaning, or there's no substance to things in society today. So I implore you guys to look at yourself, and if you lost the substance, I can say I've lost substance in some things that I've done. If you have lost the substance, gain your substance back. Gain your drip back. Okay? Because we dry. Because you dry. A lot of us, we dry, but we don't want to say it. And it's not just on a godly spiritual level, but in our life, we dry. Relationships, we dry. We just dry people. And you know what they do when people's hands are dry? They put a little bit of lotion on it. And I ain't talking about the cheap Dollar Tree one either. I'm talking about the one that's, the shea butter. It's real good. It don't take long to do, does it? All you got to do is take a step to go to the store. And when you take a step to go to the store, is to purchase it. And the last process you got is to put it on your hand. It wasn't that hard, was it? It's the same thing with what we are doing. It's all a process. It might not always be easy from here to here. But I promise you, if you keep going, you must and will reach here. Y'all have a blessed day, all right? Have a good day. I thank y'all for joining my live, guys. I love y'all. As I said, like, comment, share, subscribe to my videos. This is Anik Shaw. Hey, we signing out. Y'all have a blessed day.